Ryan Garcia says he's fighting Luke Campbell next, and that's the next order of business. Let's talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Patreon link in the description. Sign up for that. We got some stuff coming. I got that heat. Hit the join button, YouTube channel member. Let's get it. Ryan Garcia, he posted a couple things that I want to talk about. Sorry for not being active, but announcing my fight real soon. You know, he posted that a couple 11 hours ago. Then he said Garcia Campbell, right? And then people started to reshare it. Right? You go here. It's some type of graphic. It says JOG Designs, Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell. Ryan says, it's time to show them what I'm really made of. Are you guys ready? He says he's going to knock me out. We shall see. Thank you to all my supporters who have been supporting me since day one. Time to get to 21-0. And, you know, in Canelo, he posted this. So it looks like it's going down. Fight date to be announced, but looking like October. Shocked the world. Right? His bro said, let's do this. You knock out real competition. You fight champions. We going after everybody. You know, Henry Cejudo said, taking this easy route again. You will bend the knee soon. Oh, wow. Now, a couple of things weird about this before I get my thoughts in it. One, Ryan Garcia, I guess because, you know, he's popular on social media, he wanted to announce it, but he announced it only a couple hours ago at nighttime. And then if you go to regular, like his promoter, GOLDENBOY, it sounds like they're still working stuff out because they haven't announced it. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing announced from his actual promoter. So, you know, the WBC says it's official. So it looks like they got it done, but I think it would be, I don't know. I just don't prefer that. I think it's better when everybody's in unison. You see what I'm saying? Like, why is Ryan Garcia announcing the fight? You look at the fight poster and it don't even look like a boxing flyer. You know, no disrespect to whoever designed it, but it looked like Inception or something. You got some skyscrapers and Luke Campbell. It doesn't look like a fight poster, like, because there's no information on it. You see what I'm saying? So it's definitely not the official fight art from GOLDENBOY. But, you know, Ryan's announcing it. I guess he wants to announce it. So let's talk about the fight. I have to wait because I have no other information. He said it looks like October. So, you know, I guess that's what we're rolling with. But me, I think boxing is getting a bit watered down with jumping the gun. Like, you look at Showtime, when they announced they had a Zoom conference or whatever, and they had the Charlo brothers, you know, a couple of people on the Zoom call, stuff like that. So it's like this huge rollout. You have Steven Espinoza of Showtime announcing what's going on his network. You see what I'm saying? Versus this is just Ryan Garcia is saying it's done, and the WBC is saying it's official, and Canelo's congratulating him. So I'm assuming it got done. We knew there was a rumor, but I just feel if you're not officially ready to announce the fight, like in its entirety, I'd prefer it. And like, let's say Showtime, Gervonta Davis is fighting Leo Santa Cruz. They didn't announce the undercard. I'm good with that. It's a pay-per-view. Tank's carrying the pay-per-view. Leo Santa Cruz is a big name, and you're still trying to prepare the card. You want to see if there's a crowd, little stuff like that, because we are in a pandemic. I feel like that's acceptable. You know what I mean? But I would like to have more detail. Like, I'm assuming Luke Campbell's flying out here, and they're not going to send Ryan Garcia to the UK. But again, I don't know. It's all speculation. But let's just assume that the fight is done because Ryan Garcia and his teammate Canelo and stuff, and WBC, they're all talking about it. And this was the rumor. As a fight, I think it's a step in the right direction. I think Luke Campbell, he's solid. I've never rated Luke Campbell, you know, as a world beater. Every major opportunity he had, he came up short. Jorge Linares, Lomachenko fight, you know, he got dropped in the Linares fight, got up, you know, showed heart. But he's lost to like Eva Mendez or somebody. and then he later came back and beat them. Let me see if I can find it. See, he lost right here in 2015 to Eva Mendez. That's what we're gonna call him, right? Then he fought Gary Sykes, Argis Mendez. He's solid. He won a UD. Derry Matthews, he knocked him out. You know, domestic level guys. Darlis Perez fought Gamboa back in the day. So, you know, I don't know. I think he's solid. We'll just leave it at that. I think he's solid. But I will say Luke Campbell, in my opinion, is a step in the right direction for Ryan Garcia, because I do think he's more formidable than a lot of the guys that Ryan Garcia has been placed in with. So, you know, the biggest thing here is you look at his record. He's 20-3, so he has some pop. He has a good, let me look at Ryan Garcia's reach, but his is 71. He has a 70% knockout percentage. Again, he has the big fight experience, so it's moving the needle in the right direction for sure. The other biggest thing, I guess the biggest takeaway, is not that Luke Campbell has ever been a champion, but neither has Ryan Garcia. So again, it's a step in the right direction. I think the biggest thing here is this fight is going to be a gauge, and it's going to be a barometer, kind of like Fonseca was. Like, people knew that Fonseca had fought Tevin Farmer and Gervonta Tank Davis. So Ryan Garcia can excite fans if he's able to, even though I don't really like that, and I'll explain why in a second, but I don't really compare. I think boxing is so intricate. You can't just look at, oh, this person fought this person and this person knocked them out better, because it doesn't really mean nothing in the sport of boxing, you know, overall. For example, Keith Thurman and Floyd Mayweather, when they fought Robert the Ghost Guerrero, they couldn't knock him out, right? Keith Thurman hurt him and dropped him. He got back up. Floyd Mayweather demolished him, almost stopped him, but they didn't stop him. But then Omar Figueroa, who just lost to you guys, stopped him. So it's different spaces, different blocks of time, things like that. So it's just what it is. But a lot of casual fans and stuff, they look at it as a barometer. And even like the advanced fans, like what I would consider myself a lifelong boxing fan or whatever, you just want to see it. You want to see, does Ryan Garcia, you know, stop Luke Campbell? Because that would be impressive, because Lomachenko and Linares didn't do it. Different styles make fights. Ryan Garcia has different speed and a different, you know, type of attack. So I would give him credit if he's able to stop Luke Campbell, or if he just looks good here. You know, it's a step in the right direction. Again, this is not the number one fight that I personally would have picked, you know, for Ryan Garcia, because Ryan Garcia has talked about fighting Devin Haney and Tank and stuff like that. So it's nowhere in the league of the interest field, but it's a step in the right direction. And we're in the pandemic, so I'll give credit for this fight if it comes off, which it looks like it's going to. Now, a quick word from my affiliate. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more sports. Get unlimited access to premium content with an ESPN Plus subscription. ESPN Plus offers a variety of content, including specials, behind the scenes, docuseries like Bruce Lee's Be Water, and much more. With an ESPN Plus subscription, you get access to a ton of classic archive fights and replays from boxing and the UFC. Big names like, "Hi, I'm Mike Tyson. Come and watch my fight." Floyd Mayweather, "Easy work. I'm rich." And Manny Pacquiao, "Yes, it's up to my promoter. Just to name a few. If that's not enough, you could get the ESPN bundle, which includes ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. All three apps, one low price. You don't want to miss out. Make sure you guys click that link in the description box of all of my videos. Ego signing off. So overall, that's my initial thoughts. I still got to wait for GOLDENBOY to officially announce this fight. Ryan Garcia, again, is saying it's done, and this was the rumor fight, so I'm going to take his word for it. Again, I think it's a barometer style of fight. Ryan Garcia has tapped into a good lane where he's an influencer, and he's doing these type of numbers, almost 3 million views on Instagram, and he's having fun with it. He has speed. This will be a solid test. This will be his biggest fight since being with, it'll be his biggest fight career-wise, but definitely his biggest fight since being with Eddie Reynoso. And I look forward to that. I just want to see the progress. And this will be a step up. This will be a step up for Ryan Garcia. I don't know the parameters of UK versus USA. I would imagine they do it in the USA, but it's a pandemic, so I don't really know. And, I'm not going to be hard on the fighter or whatever. So let me know what you guys think. Ryan Garcia is saying is done. Luke Campbell. They're also saying the implications for this winner could be Devin Haney. So that's an interesting concept. Is the winner of this fight, I think it's for the WBC Diamond, or, I don't know. There's a lot of WBC belts, but it's supposed to be for some type of WBC. So Ryan Garcia, if he gets past him, he might be the mandatory for Devin Haney, who's the WBC champion. The WBC has really dropped the ball over the last couple of years with some of the wonky decision making, because now that I'm thinking about it and just spitballing it, if Ryan Garcia is fighting Luke Campbell for some WBC belt, you're going to have 3 WBC champions. You're going to have Teofimo hopefully fight Lomachenko and then consolidate and unify some of those belts. So that winner will have the WBC belt. You have Devin Haney, who's the full body champion, and then you're going to have like an interim or platinum or silver or whatever, zirconium, cubic zirconia, WBC champ. So I just think it's a lot of champs, but it is what it is. The alphabet belts, and that's just where boxing is. But I personally don't prefer it because it makes it hard to stand out. Like if Devin Haney is the champ, and like just imagine a place like boxing where Devin Haney has called out great names, couldn't get Lomachenko. They put him as the franchise champion instead of making Lomachenko fight his mandatory. But then as a result, by default of Loma becoming the franchise champion, he gets another belt that's non-transferable. He may be in a big fight with Teofimo. Meanwhile, the African-American fighter, Devin Haney, he's stiffed because by default, he just becomes a WBC champion. So people are like, hey, you're not a real champion. That's how they're looking at it. They're looking at it like, you're not a real champion. And then the WBC orders this fight for some version of a belt. And this will be a good step in the right direction for Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia to have fought. Devin wanted to fight Luke Campbell, and Eddie Hearn came close, but Top Rank and Bob Arum snatched that from underneath him, because the highest ranked people were Devin Haney and Luke Campbell. But then Bob Arum petitioned to the WBC, says, I want to make Lomachenko versus Luke Campbell for unification. So the WBC approved that. So once again, you have a black fighter who is going to look bad in the grand scheme of things because he couldn't get Luke Campbell, and then Lomachenko unified, that vacant Mikey Garcia title with Luke Campbell. Loma beats him, and then he goes on to a big fight with Teofimo, presumably, if Top Rank announces that. So you made Loma the franchise champion. Loma got Luke Campbell, and then now you have Ryan Garcia, who's definitely popular, and he's getting Luke Campbell, which is still a big name. And then Devin Haney, what is he? You know what I'm saying? He's stuck, and he don't get Ryan Garcia. He don't get Luke Campbell. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how boxing is doing. And that's kind of the confusion when you have all these belts. When you have all these belts and stuff, you don't really know, like, who is the best? Is Ryan Garcia? If he knocks out Luke Campbell, nobody's knocked him out. So do I rank Ryan Garcia as, the next light? You know what I'm saying? Is he better than the champion, Devin Haney? Because if Devin Haney don't have a name like Luke Campbell, an Olympic gold medalist that he's knocked out, then it makes it hard to gauge. So then it's left to the fans for interpretation. Like, man, that kid Devin Haney got crazy skills, but the business has not afforded him the opportunity to fight the likes of Luke Campbell before Loma beat him. He hasn't been able to fight Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? And it's a constant struggle, especially for black fighters in this game. That's what I've noticed. Because, again, you have the full body champion, but if Ryan Garcia knocks out Luke Campbell, some would even argue that he has a better name on his resume than Devin Haney. And it's not because of Devin Haney. It's not because Devin Haney says, oh, I ain't trying to fight nobody, or is being a diva. So the politics in boxing is really hurtful to the sport. It's just like, crabs in a bucket and get in where you fit in. That's just how I feel. And it makes it, when you have so many varying belts It just makes it confusing because, again, I'll give credit. Ryan Garcia stops Luke Campbell. The other big names couldn't, so I'll definitely give him credit for it. And then you look at Devin Haney, who's supposed to be the full champion. How is it that you have a WBC interim or whatever whatever Ryan and Luke Campbell are fighting for? You know what I mean? How do you have an interim champion with arguably a better win than the actual champion? And that's confusion that could have been prevented if they just made Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, you know, or Devin Haney got Luke Campbell before Lomachenko, but the politics get in the way. It's my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Shout out to Ryan Garcia for taking this fight, and we'll see what happens. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego, signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.